Welcome everyone. Welcome to the second important part of this basically course titled Computer Hacking Forensic Investigation. The chapter and the topic that I'm going to discuss in this lecture is acquiring disk image with FTK. As I have previously discussed the importance of imaging and what disk imaging is, and why you need to add the image of the disk instead of working on the original evidence file. So in this lecture, or in this basically chapter, you will learn to acquire the image of any disk, any drive, any storage media, and the software that I'm gonna use. It's FTK Imager. FTK Imager is the software created by Access Data Corporation. We will discuss this software, but let me first basically discuss what we are gonna do at the moment. Alright, well, yeah, remote and so here is the key point that I need to discuss. This is why I wrote down it here so that I will not forget anything. Well, a disk, basically in any disk or the disk image can be taken remotely or even locally. In our case, I'm gonna take the disk image of the local drive. The data basically the storage target is physically available. Storage media could be anything like the hard drive, any partition of the hard drive, the USB or a flash drive, the CD, DVD, your cell phone, is your memory card, MP3 player, and there are many storage devices out there that can be used to acquire the evidence from this device. So in our case, I'm going to show you how you get the evidence from the local drive and not the remote. FTK Imager, this is my test machine. It is not necessary that you that you have also you also has this type of machine. You may have any operating system that you want, Windows 8, 7, Vista, XP, whatever you want. Since taking this image has nothing to do with the operating system but the file format, NTFS, FAT, and in Linux we have different file format like ext. We will discuss the Linux file format too, but in Windows you might find the NTFS file format and the FAT. Basically there are FAT12, FAT16, FAT32 is the most common and commonly used file system in Windows operating system. Since it is more there are some difference in methodology to get the image of a disk on the basis of the operating system. I'm going to discuss the Windows operating system right now, but I will show you how to get the disk image on Linux operating system in the later chapter. So let's alright, as I was saying that the basically the image can be taken locally or remotely. FTK Imager is a tool created by Access Data Corporation, and the free version of this tool has some limitation, including the free version can only take the image from the from the local drive, not the remote. But if you have the premium version, the software of then you can even take the image remotely. Sometimes it is not possible for the investigator to reach at the crime scene to get the image out of it. Sometimes you need to take the image remotely. Well, the objective of taking the disk image, there are various reasons to do this. One is obvious that we are discussing at the moment, is to investigate a case which is highly relevant and related to the computer forensics investigation. However, Disk imaging techniques are highly basically recommended and are used in the disaster recovery process too. If you want to basically recover or restore the file after any disaster, then you take the disk image of the disk. If you want to transfer the content, then it is one of the easiest method to take the image and transfer the entire disk with the content and with the structure. The third reason is to recover the files after any damage, or if your drive got corrupted, then you can recover the files, that deleted file, the removed files, and we need to recover the deleted file in computer forensics too, since in forensics you need to get the evidence out of the files. Well, so this could be the any reason, but in our case we are the fourth reason is computer forensics that we are discussing at the moment. We need to analyze the disk, and we need to find the evidence out of it. So this is why I'm using the access data FTK imager. It is very important and a very efficient tool. Okay, how to use it? First of all, you need to get the copy from the internet. The copy of this particular software is available on the official website of Access Data. You will find the links of all the softwares at the end of the in the last chapter of this basically course. So you need not to worry about getting the softwares. You can easily get them. Get the software and install it. The installation process is very simple. This is why I'm not going to discuss the installation process. It's just like installing any other ordinary software. Nothing difficult is to do while installing. So this is the main window of the Access Data FTK imager. Click on the file. Here you can see that there are many options that you can select. Even you can capture the memory. You can get the information from the memory of any system, because in forensics examination and computer forensics you need to analyze the volatile data. Volatile data is the one which which lost after restarting or rebooting the machine. So if you want to capture the information from the RAM, you can capture the memory data. Even you can add the evidence item, that drive, the logical drive, directly without taking the image. But our objective is to take the image so that we can analyze it easily, and the original drive, and without touching the evidence, the original drive, by the way. The process: click on the file, and then you need to go to create disk image. Here you can see there are multiple options out there. You can get the image of a physical drive, but obviously while installing the drive, we need to create the partitions. We need to create the logical volumes of the drive. So in this case I'm gonna create the disk image of a logical drive. You can even create the image of the image file, and even you can mention a specific folder or even a single or a specific files to create the image of it. In our case, logical drive. Click on the next. Here you need to select the drive, drive that you want to take the basically the copy. For the demonstration purpose, I have already plugged in a USB drive, and I'm going to take the image of the USB drive here. If I tell you to, well, finish. So, and this is the screen where you need to make sure to check the verify images after they created. This check basically create the hash, MD5 hash, so that you can verify the integrity of the acquired image. Either the image that you have taken is the real or is the actual, file that the real image or the real data has. You need to verify the integrity, that whether the the information have been changed or not. And for doing this, you need to have the hash, MD5 hash. We will discuss the hashing process in the next chapter. So first, make sure to click on here, and then you need to mention add the image destination. Here you can see there are 4 formats out there. I've already wrote the important file. Here the .dd is actually the disk dump, which is the raw format, and also it is also the available on the Linux, so it is a Linux format as well in the Windows format. Here E01 is the in-case file format. In-case is one of the famous, the well-known computer forensics suite. Is a complete in-case is a complete suite, as a complete basically software that can do all the things, all the important things from getting the image and hashing and verifying the hash, and even the analyzing of the data. Even you can maintain your record. You can create cases in the in-case. So in-case is very powerful. Here you can see that, and the E01 is a file format for in-case. If you want to use this particular image, if you want to analyze this particular image in the in-case software, then you can select this format. The other format that we have is AFF, which basically create the image of data and data in all, basically all in one file, while the other one is the smart, which is create separate files for the metadata and the data basically. So in our case, I'm going to select the raw.dd format. Click on the next. Here you need to enter the administrative details or the details of your case. It is very important. So just imagine that your organization basically investigating several cases, so you need to create the record, you need to maintain the record. So in forensics, you have a case number. Let's suppose in our case I'm gonna 045. Let's say it is the case number 45, and evidence, the number 1 evidence has already been acquired, so this is evidence number 2. Unique description: the image or USB drive image acquired from the crime scene, which basically helps you to identify. Examiner is examiner. Here examiner, you need to put the name of the analyst who's going to examine the file, the image. Let's suppose maybe it may be Alexandra over whatever whoever is going to basically analyze the file. And in my case, I'm just going to write the e-hacking here. Notes: if you want to basically give any additional information, then you should define it here. Click on the next button. Here you need to basically provide the destination folder where you want your image to be saved. Let's suppose I want my image to be saved on the desktop. Here you need to mention the file name, which is, let's say, the USB drive image. Let's say USB drive image. Alright, image fragment size in MB. This is very important. Image fragment size means fragment size means that if basically if the actual drive size is large, having a large file, then you need to split the image into multiple files so that you can easily transfer the image. If I say that 1500 MB, then this software, the FTK Imager, will split the file after the image reached 1.5 GB of data. It will create another file, and then if the second file reach 1.5 GB of data, then it will create another file, and the process is gonna continue. So since I have no issue with the large files, so I'm gonna mention it 4500 MB, which is approximately 4 GB of data. So this particular software is gonna create a single image having this amount of data, file, basically space. Basically click on finish, all seems fine, verify the image, start, and here you can see the process has been started. The process is started. Basically the process will take time because it need to create the basically the image of a drive, and the possible time is depend on the size of your drive. So meanwhile, while it is continue, I'm going to stop I'm going to pause the video because it will take a time, and then I will assume to see you that the process is done. Alright, so this is the window, this is the result. It has successfully created the image, and here you can see that the file name. This is the summary or the detail of the activities that have been done by using this software. It says that the computer has MD5 hash is this, and import MD5 hash which is match. So it is clear that we have successfully acquired the right image. But what about SHA hash? Here it says that computed hash is different from the imported hash, so this is the mismatch. It seems that something wrong had happened during the image acquisition process. Sometimes if your file is so large, then you need to split the file into multiple chunks to avoid any mishaps, because sometimes your operating system volatile information, the RAM information, the registry information interrupt the basically the process, and sometimes and because of the slow process and the other issues during the process, the hash might get differ. So you need to verify the hashes after adding the image of the drive. We will check the basically hash in the next chapter. We will use another tool, another software. We will use the hex software, basically belongs to the hex family, because we need to understand the hexadecimal of the basically file format. So let me show you the acquired file so you will get the better idea. Close it here. Here basically you can see this is the image file, the raw format, and this is the summary. It is 3.75 GB file, and here it is a summary of the process of the acquired basically the image. Here you can see that this image has been created by the software FTK Imager. The case information is here, the case number, the evidence number, the name, image file format, the location, the type of the basically it is logical, sector, how many sector are there, bytes per sector, and source the complete 3.8 GB file out there, sector count, the start date and time, the hashes information out there, verification, when verification is started, it is verified, it is failed, verification is failed. So here you can see all the information, basically here you can see the examiner is the e-hacking. No important note has been found for the examiner. So this is the case where the analyst, they were the first responder or incident handler basically get the image of the suspect device, and this image will send to the laboratory for further analysis, and the examiner or the forensic expert will examine this particular file. But what the examiner has to do first, you will see the next step in the next chapter. So I will see you in the next chapter. Till time.